We are coming in on a nice 8-3 run, and it is time for Week 9 with Thursday Night Football. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and it's time for Week 9 with Thursday Night Football. We got the Ravens and the Dolphins coming off a great Week 8 as I lose my voice. No idea what just happened. But coming off a great Week 8 where we went 8-2 on Sunday, had another brutal, heartbreaking, tough beat on Monday primetime. Primetime games the last few weeks have not treated me well. But either way, we'll go over the recap in just a little bit. Quick reminder, NBA Best Bets video for the Thursday slate will be out later tonight. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out a World Series Game 6 Best Bets video. It's been a great series so far. I just have not been able to get many videos out. Got a lot of events, kids' practices, things like that. So that's just the video that doesn't make it. But anyways, those are a few reminders. Before we get into anything, there is a new FanDuel promo for new customers. That's right. If you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, this is the time. They have an awesome promo for new customers where you bet $5, you get $300 in bonus bets if you win. So again, you just put $5 on a super safe money line bet, and you get $300 in bonus bets. That's just absolutely huge. If you want to take advantage of that and sign up, use the link in the description below to get that promo. It's really a great deal, and that link acts as a promo code for signing up. So I hope you guys are able to take advantage of it. But of course, you must be 21 years or older to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. But it's time to get it rolling with a little dad joke here on a Thursday. So here we go. I was on a diabetes awareness site. It asked me if I accept cookies. Is that a trick question? Anyways, in this video, we're going to recap that Monday Night Football real quick, and then I'm going to give you my best bet for Ravens Dolphins, and then I'm also going to give you a couple leans. Of course, we'll finish it up with the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Come join this awesome community we have here. And we talk sports every single day, NBA, MLB, NFL. Have a lot of fun doing it. So let's get it rolling. And that means it's recap time. All right, there it is. An 0-1 day, half unit play here. If you guys know, you know. Deebo Samuel, 4+ receptions. Pacheco, 30+ rush yards. Pacheco, no problem. Had over 50 rush yards. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches on the first drive, 3 in the first half. Not one single catch the rest of the game. And they were playing from behind, too. Guys, I don't know what to do. Again, on these primetime games, we had a kicker, Reichert, over 1.5 field goals, knocks down a second field goal. As you guys know, too many men on the field, and they ended up getting a first down from it and scored a touchdown. That's just the kind of luck we've had in primetime games. So we're going to keep chugging along. We're due for some good luck here on these standalone games, but that was a brutal loss. I was ready to cash it. I mean, again, you're sitting at halftime, you need one catch from a receiver you paid a lot of money to absolutely do nothing. So anyway, 65-57 on the year. We're up 2.22 units on the season. So that's what we got for the recap. Now let's talk Thursday Night Football. All right, let's get into it. We head out to Miami, Florida, where the Dolphins host the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens -7.5, totals 50.5 in this one. Ravens coming in off a 30-16 win over the Bears last weekend with Huntley as the quarterback. Dolphins coming in off an impressive 34-10 win over the Atlanta Falcons. Now, injury report, Ravens, the big news, Lamar Jackson is likely to play, but you know what? He's likely to play last weekend. But I this time I actually do think he's going to play. But tackle Ronnie Stanley is questionable for the Ravens. I think he's trending towards playing. He's a big piece, obviously, of this offense. Dolphins, as you guys know, Darren Waller out for most of the year. The other tight end, Julian Hill, is questionable. Safety, Ashton Davis, is questionable. His backup, Melifonwu, I think is how you pronounce it, he is questionable. And then Bradley Chubb is also questionable. So, some quick trends for this game. Under Coach McDaniel, the Dolphins 0-4 straight up, 1-3 against the spread on Thursday Night Football, losing by an average of 14 points per game. The Dolphins have been underdogs on short rest 5 times under Coach McDaniel. They are 0-5 straight up, allowing 29.2 points per game. When Tua is an underdog in primetime games at night, he is 1-7 straight up. A lot of trends not working in Miami's favor. Underdogs on Thursday this year are 3-5 straight up, which is really impressive. Only 4 underdogs won last year all season long on Thursday Night Football. John Harbaugh has coached 16 games on Thursday Night Football with Baltimore. He's 11-5 straight up, 10-1 straight up as a favorite. That's what I got for you for the numbers, the injury report. Now let's get into the best bet. And again, after this, I'm going to give you a couple leans as well. I had to dig deep in this game. It's not a game I love. Probably wouldn't be looking to, bet a ton on this if it was just a normal Sunday game. But I like this one. Give me Rashad Bateman under 2.5 receptions at -130 on BetMGM for a half unit. It's a bit juicy. In fact, if you have Hard Rock, it's minus 120 there, as high as minus 140-ish on some books. But let's talk Bateman for a second. I know this is scary, under 2.5 receptions, but if you don't know, he has no relation to Jason Bateman, in case that helps you with this bet. But as you can see by this outlier screenshot, under this line in 6 of 7 games, he had one blow-up game versus Detroit with 5 receptions. That was one of those shootout games. If you take that one game out of it, he is averaging 1.33 catches on 3 targets per game. That's it. And you can say it's a quarterback thing, but he's under in all but one game with Lamar Jackson this year as well. If you don't know much about him, he's a deep threat type wide receiver. That's why I'm sticking under receptions. His ADOT is high. The average depth of target we talked about, it's almost 13, which means he's not a guy who's going to get quick, easy catches right by the line of scrimmage or anything. That's why he has a low line here. He may catch a 35-yard pass, but again, it's still just one catch here. I know, that's great analysis, but there's a lot of competition for targets here. Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely is going to play. DeAndre Hopkins, Justice Hill is a part of the passing game. So just a lot of mouths to feed here. And then we talked to matchup. Dolphins, surprisingly, giving up the 3rd fewest receptions to wide receivers. They're better versus the run lately, but they are struggling versus the run. It's part of the reason why they probably don't give up a lot of receptions, because teams just run all over them, and Derrick Henry should be able to run all over Miami here. They limited Keenan Allen to 4 catches, Jerry Jeudy to 2 catches. There's been a couple number 1 wide receivers like Teteroa, McMillan had 6, but Conkey I think had 7. But again, Bateman's like a 3rd or 4th option, so they're not even comparable. And then finally the game script. I mean, we got a 7.5 point favorite. You're expecting them to kind of play, first of all, this game means a lot to them. They've come out and said that every single game is do or die for them. And I expect them to come out and play well here and play with elite. So you might not see a lot of passing in the 4th quarter in general, especially deep passes to Rashad Bateman if you have the lead and all that. So, again, I think he goes under yet again. He's done it, like I said, every game but one. So give me Bateman under 2.5 receptions. That is my first and only best bet right now in the video. But now, let's talk some leans. All right, let's talk through a couple other bets that almost made the card here. But the first one, Lamar Jackson over 34.5 rush yards, minus 118 on BetMGM. This is a super low line for him. As you guys know, this line is not usually at this number. The main risk is his hamstring. I mean, if he's going to play, in my opinion, he's going to be a full go. They're not going to put him out there if he's hobbling. And with this team badly needing wins, I mean, they cannot hold back at all. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. And even if it is a little bit, I mean, 34.5 is a low number. He can get this in 2 carries. He's over this line in 3 of 4 games this season. He had 70 at Buffalo, 48 at KC. We know how good he is running the ball. But last season, went over this line in 15 of 19 games. I mean, this line was consistently in the 50s, 60s last year. Just a nice buy low spot here. As long as he's close to right around 100%, I liked him to break off a couple runs here. Dolphins defense, I mean, obviously Lamar can run on anybody, but they're bottom 10 in rush yards allowed to quarterbacks, so pretty good matchup here. I think he gets this, pretty easily. Again, the only worry is if he has 36, 35, and he kneels down at the end of the game, but at this number, it's not too big of a worry. So I like Lamar rush yards over. Second one is the over in the game, 50.5. I almost placed this bet, honestly. I just think we see a lot of points here. The Ravens, in their 2 road games this year, 57 and 81 point totals. In the Dolphins' 3 home games, 56, 48, and 60. Ravens 5-0 to the over this season when there's a total of 44.5 or more, averaging 62 points per game in those games. I mean, it's just the totals are high for a reason in Baltimore games. Both defenses have struggled all season. Now, the Ravens are healthier now. They may play better. But I still don't think there's some top 10 defense or anything. They've given up the 3rd most points per game at 30. Dolphins 8th most points per game, 26.9. Ravens are the 7th worst red zone defense in the NFL. Miami has been better, but the big issue is both teams just don't get to the quarterback very well, and it's hard to stop people when you can't do that. Ravens 4th lowest pressure rate. Miami's right at average at 15th. Both are bottom half of the league in sacks. And then obviously Bradley Chubb, who might not play as well for Miami, but I just think both teams can move the ball pretty well here. I like the over 50.5 in this one. I'd go up to 51. Obviously, 51's a key number. You could have a 27-24 game. So 51.5 is probably more of a stay away. But that's what I got for my leans and my best bet for this Thursday night football game. Before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, there it is. The one best bet so far. Rashad Bateman under 2.5 receptions, minus 130 on BetMGM for a half unit. That's what we got. If you fast forward to that, we gave a couple leans out as well. But thank you guys for watching. As always, let's have a great week 9 and start it out strong on Thursday Night Football. Hope you guys have a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.